Hello and welcome back. I thought we could take a little moment today to sit down and flip through this month's planner together. It's been about 2 months now since I started using this planner, and it's funny how naturally it's become a part of my routine. I didn't really notice it happening, but it's just kind of woven itself into my days. Now it feels like a space where everything can go. My plans, my thoughts, the messy bits, the small wins. Nothing has to look a certain way, it just holds whatever I need it to. If you've ever thought about trying a planner, I really think it's worth giving it a go. You don't need to do it perfectly or follow any kind of structure. It's just about finding a rhythm that feels right for you. Over time, it turns into something really personal, like a quiet little record of your life as it's unfolding. Okay, so let's get into it. I want to show you guys how my month of April unfolded, and hopefully you guys can gather some inspiration along the way and apply some of this to a planner of your own. If you haven't gotten started yet, then maybe this gives you some ideas on how you can do that and what you might want for yourself. Alright, so last month, if you guys haven't already seen that, I posted a video of setting up my very first planner, which is this one. It was the first month I got into planners, so by this month I have now had the opportunity to really try it out, apply it to my life and see how it's working for me. And I will say probably the biggest problem has become it's getting very chunky and I am filling this planner up much faster than I expected. But that's okay. Alright, so we'll quickly go through everything. I'm not going to cover everything that I covered last month, just because you guys can go and watch my previous video for that. But I did add a couple of new sections. Primarily here at the start, I wanted to have a way to sort of be able to see the whole year, and I created this annual calendar of mine. I really love it. I did see a lot of vertical style calendars out there, but there wasn't really anything with this type of layout that I really wanted. I don't know, I'm a very visual person. I don't know if you're like me, but when I see a month in this sort of calendar layout, I'm much more able to sort of visualize my month and to know when my weekends are, and yeah, I just find it a lot easier for planning. So you'll commonly see a lot of these layouts come in that sort of vertical layout where you have, you know, the whole month spread out across the page, and then you have, you know, the days vertically. But I wanted something different. So I created this sort of fold out style layout, and I haven't added this one to my shop just yet, but maybe by the time I am posting this I will have added that. So this insert is also coming to my shop if you guys are interested. I have also been using my sticky tabs in these. As you guys can tell, I love using that because it's super flexible for me to change my schedule around. And I'll probably keep doing that moving forwards. Alright, so let's move on. I want to show you guys some more sections. I haven't updated the manifesto. That kind of stays the way it is all year. I did add this inbox section, which again, I haven't added this to my shop yet, but I will be adding this one. I wanted a way, I did not like the common inbox inserts that, you know, most people tend to use. If that works for you, that's great, but it just doesn't work for how I work. I use a digital task management app called Todoist, and that kind of runs my life. So for me, the purpose of putting things down in my planner is when I quickly have an idea, I just want to pop it down. And when I have added, you know, migrated these to my digital task management app, or scheduled them, I will, you know, color these in, you know, with my highlighter. So this one, as you can see, has not been transferred yet, and so that's how I sort of know if these have been transferred or not. So this is sort of just a spot where I can gather my ideas and then, you know, at a later date go and sort of action them. Sometimes I just also add a little sticky tab over here for something that I would like to go do. And I also color code them into these categories. So in all my digital apps and task management apps, I have these color codes. So to me, they make sense. They probably won't make a lot of sense for anyone else, but that is how I sort of organize them. And I've got a couple of these pages to go. I've added these like empty little sheets of plastic sleeves here in the front, just so I can, if I take a note in my little moffed note sketch pad, I'll show you guys, hang on. So this is my little moffed notepad or sketch pad. This one is actually MagSafe and just sort of attaches on the back of your phone. It has a very handy little pencil in here, which is very, very nice and portable. You can jot down some quick notes and, you know, when you're done, you can either store the notes in this sort of magnetic little pouch or underneath this little section if you want to sort of be able to glance at them as you go. So this is what I use throughout my day to take little notes down, also to do quick little sketches as I am an artist, so I find that very helpful. When I have a quick idea, I just sort of want to get out on paper. So, when I do a sketch in here, eventually I will either transfer it to my little sketch collection, but if I'm taking a note for my planner, I now also add them in this little section over here, and then I might move them to the inbox or my task management app, depending on what I want to do with it. I still have my art section in the front. I have moved a couple sections out just because it got very chunky. My oil paintings, I still have them. I haven't filled any of these in yet. As you guys can see, I've got my book projects. And I also have a couple of my markets filled in. So I talked a lot about the markets last month, if you guys are interested in having a look at that. But this is the start of April, guys. Chapter 4 of my year. How exciting. If you guys like any of the inserts in this section, I have added these to my shop as well. So you can add some of my whimsy to your store, to your planner from my store. But yes, the quote of this month, guys. Every month I sort of have a different quote to reflect on. And this month I focused on nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. And that is by Lao Tzu. I think it was very, very fitting for this month. I didn't actually find the quote. Like, I actually found the quote at the start of the month and thought, that sounds really like a really good way to go about my month. And it actually really encouraged me because my health sort of spiraled, and this kind of kept me going and reminded me that even though, you know, we go slow, things still get accomplished. So, okay, so this page is very, very messy, but also obviously very lived in, guys. So, and I think that's the whole point of a planner. I think they're meant to be messy and lived in, you know, smudges all over and everything. Okay, so as you can tell, I still have a couple of sticky tabs here near the end that I haven't moved across to next month, because I'm still kind of, you know, working on things this month. But yesterday I finished the vlog, the blog, and the newsletter, so that is already out. I'm very happy about that. But also, you know, we have a lot that I got done this month. I implemented a new system that is really, really fun and maybe inspires you to do the same. I am now giving myself gold stars if I finish my top and secondary priorities, silver stars if I finish all my top priorities, and I can get like a red star if I finish everything in a day, all my tasks assigned on that day. And then I get a heart for, you know, if I had to sacrifice my time for a family emergency, or, you know, just decided to spend that day with family or something, because I don't feel like all goals are meant to be productive. Some things are, you know, life is not just about what we accomplish, life is also about spending that time with our loved ones. And so I didn't want to be penalized on the days, you know, that I can't get a gold star. On those days I can actually earn, you know, a red star, a red heart. So that's another little fun way. These are actually a little bit too big. I wanted them to be slightly smaller, but that is okay. I have now ordered ones off Etsy that are meant to come this week, and hopefully will be a little bit smaller and fit in this this calendar size a little better. But yeah, that is mainly the wrap of my calendar, guys. And then we have the monthly reflection section, which I have been finding filling this in throughout the month as I go has been very, very helpful. It's helped me to see what I've actually completed this month, my accomplishments. You know, I did a lot of work on my portfolio in preparation for my trip to Melbourne at the start of next month. So a lot of my focus this month went into that, and I think that sort of, you know, reflected in why I didn't get as much work done. It also shows what obstacles I overcame, so I'm noting those down. We had some renovations, my health spiraled a little bit, and we had a very, very long public holiday as well. And then skills improved. I will usually note down what I got better at that month, and, you know, I also list goals that I have for the next month, and I can then, you know, pass those on or choose not to. These are, again, my monthly rituals that I like to get to, and I'm very, very excited. I actually started getting into practicing my French again, which is very nice. For a long time I struggled getting time to spend time on that, but I have found a way to integrate that with my day-to-day, and that has been really lovely. So again, not a whole lot of art done this month, which is kind of shocking, but also makes sense with where my focus was. And then the fitness section, guys. Not a whole lot going on here because this was health-wise a rather, you know, pretty low month for me. But it's nice to see it filled in. And then this was my happy little teeth insert. Again, all these inserts are available in my shop if you're interested in any of them. This is just taking care of my little teeths. And then this is me logging my chronic health symptoms. I have an appointment next month where I'm seeing a specialist to hopefully address some of these things. So I'm going to take this along so that that can help be a little bit informative. These are my star stickers, and oh my gosh, I was so excited. I was like a little kid waiting at the door for these to arrive, guys, just counting down the days. They are so fun. I don't know, I think they were probably part of everyone's childhood. So I think they're just a really fun way to integrate into your planner, and yeah, hopefully get a little bit of motivation from that. This was week 1. At the start of every month, it's sort of the same pattern for me. Again, this was a holiday start of the month. You know, we had Easter. I drew this cute little fat pigeon and an Easter egg. And then the meals section. I have this little burger. Reminds me of someone on my Twitch live stream called Homeburger, one of my moderators, and I feel like I need to turn him into a little emote. He's just so chill and cute. So I might do that. But yeah, I've been drawing all my food as I go. And this was one of my first work days. And then I took a picture of my plushie, my large fish plushie. And we've got little Zazu. He was so cute. He was sitting at my dresser like that. absolutely adorable. He looked so majestic. Absolutely amazing. This was such an exciting day. This was the day I went to pick up my bicycle, and I also made a dish with my mum and just rolled out this dough, which was really fun. And then we have week 2. Again, I drew these little, this is my weekly section, also available on my shop if you guys are interested. I like to have my weeklies in this layout because I don't really time block on my weeklies. So to me, all my weeklies really need to do is just have the tasks, and I'll show you guys near the end, have little sticky tabs for these, and that's what I'll do. And this is another meal section. I really loved the colours of this beetroot. I think they just turned out amazing. Absolutely amazing. And then we have my husband. He also got a bike, but he got a secondhand one because he wants to just like figure out what kind of bike he actually wants. So he's going to use this one as a trial and then later down the track buy himself whatever it is that he's actually looking for. Ooh, guys! There is this new Pomodoro app that I started using, which is, I can't recommend it more. It is amazing and so cute, so creative. It's called Cat on Chair, I believe. I will link it. It is so cute, and basically you have this cat who works alongside you and tells you when you can take a break. So I really love using the Pomodoro technique because I feel like it's very motivating. Rather than motivating yourself to complete a task fully, you are motivated to just get through 20 minutes of work, and then you get to take a 5-minute break or however long you chose. So this cat is just from a little screenshot in the app, and I thought he's really cute. That's the day that I found him, and I've been using him ever since, so check it out, guys. And what have we got? Oh, my husband. My husband coming home from work, and his new headphones. He's really happy about those. And oh, this was when I got this new pen, guys. I don't know if I got this one this month. I keep forgetting. Feels like I've had it forever, but I got this pen, this beautiful pen from the Quirky Cup Collective. And it's a gel pen, but I took out the ink because it smudges with highlighters, and I put a Jetstream replacement cartridge in that one because I like my highlighters to not smudge. It wasn't smudging terribly, you can get by with it, but the Jetstream ink, if anyone here knows, it doesn't smudge at all, so it's been replaced. But this was one of the stickers that came on the box, and I very carefully teared it off because I just loved it. And I put some little stars next to it. But this one was really fun. Wasn't feeling great this day, so I kind of just lounged with my plush, guys. And then we had a hat redeem on my Twitch live stream, so I wore this little witchy hat for the entire day, and I felt so cozy in the hat that I just kept it on for the whole night. I don't know, it was just sort of comforting, so very nice. Very cozy. And this was the day my bike arrived. So the other day was when we bought it from the shop, and on this day I actually received it, and it was really nice. Very exciting. Now, this, I've just covered this up for privacy, guys, but basically this was me going out to a place called the Cherry Bomb Cafe, and it was really exciting. I love that cafe. Took a photo of my plushie and also some of my food. I have these printed out, these little pre-printed packing inserts for when I have to leave the house and I don't want to leave without anything. So I just sort of tick those off before I leave and make sure I haven't forgotten anything. This was just the address of the Cherry Bomb Cafe that we went to with a little heart sticker. That was a fun day, and again, I'm rewarding myself with a silver star or a heart, depending on what I've accomplished that day, which is really motivating. And then we have week 3. I drew a little goldfish because I did a water change for the goldfish on that day. This was my friend Dwin's art show, guys. It was amazing, so beautiful. I actually moved furniture into my gaming room, which had just been redone that day, and I had waited so long for that. So I was really happy about it. And then that evening we went to my friend's art show. I have posted about her art show in my vlog as well, so check out my previous video if you'd like to go and have a look at all of that. But yeah, that's about it. And then, I tried to use Copic markers in my planner and they bleed through. Just a word of warning, guys. Do not use Copics in your planner. There are good highlighters for a reason, I suppose. But yes, basically I drew my foods again, and then we have my goldfish. I believe this was the day I did their water change, and I rewarded myself again with a silver star on that day. The sun was so beautiful on this day, just shone through our front door. Oh, this was I did my fairy illustration on this day for my patrons. It was so lovely. And my mum came to bake with me. And then we had, this was a commission I did for Jenny Munster from my Twitch community. I absolutely adore Jenny's 2 cats. I think I've drawn them more times than I can count now. They are basically little studio mascots. Absolutely adorable. I love drawing them, but yes, this is one of my favorite pieces, I think. This is me just every day tracking my endo symptoms. Most of the time I move them to the back, but I haven't really moved these across yet. I earned a gold star on this day, guys. I was so happy. Very productive day. And then this was the day that my games room got redone, so they put the flooring in, as you can tell. I print these from my Canon Pixma printer. They are not done from the little portable photo printer that I shared with you guys last month. They are different. I actually ran out of that paper for a while, and my printer broke, which was a whole fiasco, but that's all fixed again. So, but yeah, this was basically redoing the room, and I put this beautiful black dining table in. I don't know how much you guys can see. I haven't posted about that in the vlog just yet because I wanted to do a proper tour video when it's all properly done, and it just isn't yet, so we'll get to that. This is my beautiful friend Dwin, and that's me at her art show. And then, ooh, guys, the highlight of my month. My amazing husband took me to a Dracula ballet, guys. How amazing! Dracula ballet. It was so cool. It just made me realize there's a lot that gets lost in recorded content. I do live streaming on YouTube as well, so I now sort of have a bit of a better idea why you guys really enjoy attending my live streams in the way you do, because there is something special about live content that just gets lost with recorded content. I can't explain it, but when I compared this experience to watching a movie, I felt so much more engaged. I empathized with the actors way more, and I don't think that really happens for me when I watch movies. I think it just almost feels too performative, whereas this feels like they are passionate, they are putting, you know, a lot of their time and energy in, and both the viewer and the actor or the dancer is sacrificing their time, and I think that's it's a beautiful exchange. A beautiful exchange. Then we have week 4. I didn't draw pictures on week 4. I got very busy at this point in the month. I got 2 gold stars this month and 3 silver stars this week. And 3 silver stars. And then my meals, we love burgers. My husband and I, we love burgers, so quite often you will see burgers. I shipped out a customer order on this day and it was really, really exciting. So even got a gold star that day. And then this was me shipping out the Patreon rewards. Very, very exciting. I always love going to the post office and sending those off, so very, very happy. I actually stuck the sticker, the receipt in here as well, because I just thought that added a little bit of sentiment as well. And I didn't do any pictures on that day. Sometimes I just like to write. This was, I started just itching to try my bike out. In Australia, you're actually not allowed to ride a bike without a helmet on public domain, so I couldn't take it out on the street, but I did just ride my bike in our driveway out front, and it was really nice. So my husband took a little photo of me when he got home. I love that. I'm so excited. Hopefully my helmet arrives soon because I can't wait. This was I got a new nightgown recently, and I feel like a spooky Victorian ghost now, wearing it, just sort of lounging about in style, you know? The vibes, they're all there. I haven't journaled here yet, I'm a little bit behind. I believe we had a packing day. I went to visit family on that day. And again, a lot of blank pages. I think we're near the end now. This is my separator for this week. We have, I'm still in this week. We haven't really finished yet. This is today. I have done the planner walkthrough video today. And as you guys can see, I sort of add these little sticky tabs so that I can move them around. You'll see them right throughout my planner. But that's sort of how I keep it flexible, and yeah, I sort of highlight the priorities or the top priority of that day. And I don't really have I'm not very systematic about how I highlight in here. It just sort of is a spur of the moment thing. Like I said, you guys don't have to have a system, it's whatever works for you. I haven't done a lot of pictures here yet. I've been very busy this week. I did draw a little girl eating a pizza. And again, I haven't journaled yet. Been very busy. This was some notes I took for Kidlit. I attended a Zoom conference for that, which is part of what I'm doing in Melbourne next month, the Illustrators Conference. And then I edited my vlog yesterday, so I just did that from bed and took a little photo. And then I got a gold star yesterday as well, so very proud of that. And then again, we have my little planner update section. So this is just everything. It's for me to sort of follow as a guide every day. Everything I need to keep my planner updated. So I added these cards in here. And then that's a photo of my baby Zazu and my husband and I. And then this is my to-dos for today. I haven't updated this yet, but I have started time blocking in pencil as I go about my day and then filling it in pen. I find that that's very flexible for me. So I have, you know, I time block the temporary timeline, and then I also have the permanent accurate rendition of what I actually did. And then it also helps me to see, you know, how I fall behind in a day, how many times I have to reschedule. And so we haven't got much else. This is just May, and I have started sort of scheduling my month in May. I think I also have the first week of May filled in as well. But yeah, that's about it. I still have I think I updated my annual rituals page since last month, and I haven't updated this one in my shop just yet, but I probably will soon. And yeah, just my little tracker sections, when I live stream, etc. You guys get the idea. Well, that wraps things up for this month. I hope you've enjoyed joining me in my planner journey and hopefully found inspiration along the way. I'd really love to hear your thoughts, so let me know in the comments and I'll see you in the next one.